Today, we begin with surface areas and volumes, a core topic in Class 10 mathematics. We look at common 3D shapes, learn their area and volume formulas, and practice applying them to real objects so you can visualize how geometry describes the world around us. When geometry meets the real world, we often model objects as combinations of simple solids. For example, toys, tanks, and domes can be seen as cylinders with hemispherical ends or cones on top. To find surface area in such cases, we add the relevant curved and flat surfaces. And for volume, we add the volumes of each part, being careful to exclude any surfaces that are hidden where parts join. Let's focus on the right circular cylinder. Its lateral or curved surface area equals 2 pi rho, that's the height times the circumference. The total surface area adds the two circular ends, giving TSA equals 2 pi r plus h. The volume is the area of the base times height, V equals pi r squared h. These formulas follow directly from the circle area and the rectangle formed when you unwrap the curved surface. Now, for the right circular cone, the curved surface area uses the slant height, L, and is CSA equal to pi L. The total surface area adds the base, TSA equal to pi r, L plus r. The volume is 1/3 of the base area times height, V equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. Remember that the slant height, L, relates to r and h by L, equal to square root h squared plus r squared, which helps when you are given height but need the curved surface. Next, the sphere, a perfectly symmetric solid. Its surface area is 4 pi r squared, and its volume
4 by 3 pi r cube.
Think of the sphere's surface area as 4 times the area of a great circle and the volume as the accumulation of infinitesimal circular slices stacked through the diameter. A hemisphere is exactly half a sphere, but surface area counting needs care. The curved surface area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r square, and if you include the circular base, the total surface area becomes 3 pi r square. The volume of a hemisphere is half the sphere's volume, so V equals
2/3 pi r cubed.
When hemisphere is attached to other solids, you usually do not count the circular base where they join. When solids are combined, we treat surface area and volume differently. Volumes simply add because they occupy space together, but surface area requires adding only the external faces. Any boundary where two parts touch is not exposed, so those internal faces are excluded from the final surface area calculation. Keep that in mind when solving combination problems. Let's apply these ideas to a toy made from a cone and a hemisphere on top of a cylindrical body. First, identify each component and its radius and heights. For the exposed surface area, add the cone's curved area and the hemisphere's curved area and any exposed cylindrical area, but do not include areas where these parts are glued together, like the base of the hemisphere if it sits on the cone. Use the given dimensions, for example, a radius of 3.5 centimeters and a total height of 15.5 centimeters, to find slant heights, curved areas, and then sum the external surfaces as required. Conversion problems use the principle that volume is conserved when a solid is melted and recast. So the volume of the original object equals the volume of the new object. That lets you set volumes equal and solve for unknown dimensions. Always check units and use the appropriate volume formula for each shape involved. Finally, here's a quick formula snapshot to keep handy. Cuboid volume equals LBH and TSA equals 2LB plus BH plus LH. Cube volume equals a cubed and TSA equals 6 a squared. Cylinder V equals PIR squared H and TSA equals 2 PIR R plus H. Cone V equals 1/3 pi r squared H. CSA equals PIRL. TSA equals PIR L plus R. Sphere surface area equals 4 pi r squared. V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Hemisphere CSA equals 2 pi r squared. TSA equals 3 pi r squared. V equals 2/3 pi r cubed. Use these formulas together with the rules about hidden surfaces and conservation of volume to solve combined solid problems.